Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and we're nearing the 5-year anniversary of Milton Daily Homes towards the end of the month, so it's very exciting. We've done well over 1,000 episodes, something like 2 million visits or something crazy like that, so thank you for stopping by. We have 13 listings today coming off the long weekend, and a couple of them were so good that I actually thought about sending an email out on the weekend. So our ski plans got switched because the pipes actually froze in the building we were going to stay. So we ended up staying at home, did some work around the house, and it was all good. So let's get started with today's list. Now, first one up is 741 Woodward, number 12. Most of the properties around Woodward and Wilson and Dorset Park are electric baseboard heat, but I'll tell you, you're not going to find much less for a townhouse in terms of price than this. $264,878 with a garage, right? And inside it needs a little bit of work, but the price point reflects that. The baseboard heat can be more expensive if you run it consistently, so a lot of times people will manage it. They'll turn it down when they're out of the house. When they're in the room, they'll turn it up, or before bed they'll run upstairs, turn the electric baseboard heat on, and then they'll have something for their bedroom while they're sleeping. So if that's the case, it still is probably more expensive than gas, but not by a lot. But if you run it constantly throughout the day, it will be more expensive. So here's the thing though, 1-bedroom condos are going for $240,000, $250,000 now. So getting a 3-bedroom townhouse for this kind of money, I think looks pretty good. Garage plus a parking spot in the driveway, and your maintenance fees are $345, and they basically include water and building insurance and your exterior, which a lot of people forget about. When your roof in a house needs replacing, $4,000 to $5,000 for the average townhouse. This one, they're included. Windows need replacing? Guess what? They're included in your fees. So any exterior maintenance on these ones are included with your condo fees, and that's pretty standard for most condo towns in Milton in the older neighborhoods. Now this one on Barton Street is very intriguing. It's $399 for a bungalow. It does have a garage. It's on that perfect old Milton lot, 66 by 134, and they're taking offers tomorrow on Tuesday night. I have a feeling there's going to be more than one person interested. Here's the thing, the lots in the old part of town, the land value, forget about the house, is probably more than $400,000. And so the formula is to build, let's round it off to 200 a square foot. So you build a 2,500 square foot home on here. You're about $500,000 to build it. Get the lot for $400,000. It's probably worth $1 million. There have been 2 sales in the older part recently in the last few months that have even come close to 1.1 million, and they were the same kind of thing. Take a lot like this, build a custom home. So that's your math formula. Like builders, they'd be interested in this home. It even works as a condo alternative. It doesn't look like it's in horrible shape inside. It looks like it's reasonably well kept. The kitchen is not that bad. And overall, this appeals to many different buyers. I like it a lot. Very, very nice. Huge lot. Quiet area of the street because you're further in from Bronte. This is a real special property, and there's one on Robert for like $450 something. You can get in for probably much less than that on this property. Love it. 211 Harvest. So we're in Bronte Meadows right now, over by the hospital at Derry and Bronte, and $450 is the price. It's a 1.5 car garage, which value-wise resembles much more of a 1-car garage than a 2. We had a 2-car garage on Roseheath that sold for like $460 recently. There's nice finishes inside. It's not blow your mind awesome, but it'll do. I mean, this definitely will do the trick. 3 bedrooms, plus you have a finished basement, a little bit of upgrading and improving, and a 30 by 112 foot property. They've put it as detached, but on one of the sides here, it might be this side here, it's linked by the foundation. Usually if you have that, the price is not really taking a big hit, because functionally it is much more like a detached home. Either way, I think they chose a good price for this one. Now for a little bit more than Harvest, you can run over and get a slightly smaller house, Mattamy home, about 10 years old, on a very quiet crescent. Watson Terrace is one of my favorite streets. There's a park basically right in, so if Watson is kind of a U shape, there's a park right in the middle of that. that's easy access, and it's a very low traffic street because it's the kind of street coming off of Clark where if you don't live there, you don't really drive on the street. So extremely low traffic and very friendly towards street hockey. The house, like I said, is like 1250 square feet. There's only one full bathroom upstairs, and there's certainly no wasted space on this one. It's on a pretty standard Mattamy sized lot. 36, it says 39 by 80 feet. But the thing is, because the house is smaller, I mean, they put 2,000 square foot homes on this same size of property, you're going to find that the yard looks a little bit bigger. And there we go. It's in line with what a smaller detached home sells for. McGuire is a semi-detached. It is Mattamy built, 1987 square feet with a walkout basement. And when you see full walkout, full does not mean finished. What full means in the MLS lingo is that the basement covers the entire footprint of the house. Of course, they're not excavating under the garage, but everything else, it's full. Nice big backyard. One of these sold last year with a finished basement, I think around the 530 mark. Which was more than asking price. So it shows that there's some demand. The one on Philbrook, not far from this one, just got an offer after a couple days when it was listed at $527,800. No walkout, no premium lot. It had a nice looking home with a finished basement, same model as this one. And yeah, you know, I think that that's even a nice shot. I find the sun, the way that it kind of glimmers here is very nice. Anyway, walkout plus the yard are two things that you don't see very often. You know, they might have a chance here, and semis have done really well in 2015. Okay, so Willett Terrace is about 1,400 square feet. It is basically 2 rooms on the main floor here, and then open up to the kitchen. It's not bad inside. The orange color is not a power color for listing. Same with greens and yellows. They're not really the best colors to paint your walls if you're going to be listing your home. It's a good looking kitchen. Stainless steel in here I think would really raise it up a notch. A standard size lot in the back. Lots of landscaping. But here's the thing about landscaping is that whether it's a pool or interlock patio or anything like that, the Appraisal Institute of Canada years ago looked at all the properties they appraised, and they said, what's the average return for an investment in your home? So they looked at finished basements, they looked at interlocking, they looked at kitchen renovations. And so the big 5 that returned very well: kitchen renovations, because it is arguably the most important room in the house, bathroom renovations, flooring, paint, and what they call details, so light fixtures, window coverings, door handles, those kind of things, mirrors in the bathroom. So that's your big 5. Go all the way down the list, and landscaping falls somewhere around 20 to 25%. So even though this probably, I think they said $23,000 in landscaping, unfortunately, the best case scenario for these guys is they probably get half of that, and there's a good chance they might only get $5,000 or $6,000, unfortunately. So no grass in the back, which can kind of polarize buyers. Some buyers like to have grass. Other people prefer never having to mow their backyard ever again. Anyway, for this size of home, I mean, one of these just sold last year like $450 on Pringle. So anyway, it's the 540 to me just seems like it's way beyond what's possible. I wish them luck. I think the yard's beautiful. I don't know if the price is right. So 248 McLaughlin is right on the corner of McLaughlin and Santa Maria. So right across basically from the sports center, you've got great access to the big park in the neighborhood. If you have an active family, this is a super location. And so the home is 3,000 square feet, backing onto green space, nice finishes inside. I just sold one just down the street of McLaughlin 2 weeks before Christmas in the 790s, and it was around this size, and I would say probably pretty similar finishes overall. And the one thing that I wish they showcased a little bit better, if you look through some of the front shots here, it's not showing the ravine. That's a huge benefit to something like this. And I think it's got to be front and center in your photo gallery versus just showing, 3 outside shots. They could swap out, for example, something like this or like that. I mean, these are basically the same angles, and put something of all that nice privacy in the back, because people love privacy. And it's on a deeper lot too. You're about a 50 by 101 foot property, which even in old Milton standards is not too bad. All right, let's keep going. 409 Valley View, $899. That's a big number to be asking for. I mean, there's been some nice sales on Gowland, for example, even Valley View last year in kind of like the mid 700s. So this is a lovely home. It's got a walkout basement, pie-shaped lot backing onto a ravine. The kitchen's not too bad. I don't know. I feel like this price is a little bit high. I'm not taking anything away from the home, because I think it's a really nice looking home. And sometimes when you go see it, it's even more impressive. And the pool in the backyard, all very nice. They're taking offers on, I believe, Wednesday night. I wish them all the best of luck. Based on all the historic sales, I don't know. I mean, you could look at the stuff right downtown and you could say, okay, the one on King went for $900,000. Let's see what happens with it. And we're going to jump over to the Oakville Milton Real Estate Board. 429.7 gets you this one on Ferguson. It's about 1,500 square feet. It's not far from Guardian Angel School. It's a really nice open concept design. Here you go. Look at the difference here. Light fixtures. If you had normal builder light fixtures, this home would not have the same impression. Crown molding can be a good thing to do in a house, especially when it's the finishing touch. Crown molding in a house that's basic, like if you put crown molding in Barton, for example, it wouldn't have the same impact, obviously. There is a finished basement on this one. A bit of wainscoting around the master, even stuff like this, the tiles around the mirror. This is a nice looking home, and it's well priced. I mean, we've seen homes, townhouses smaller than this, no finished basement, no anything, sell for $535 or $435. So the woodlot behind, privacy. People will pay for privacy. In my opinion, this home has the opportunity to sell for even more than asking. It compares very well with what else is sold in the price range. There is a maintenance fee of about $80, which covers garbage and snow removal. This may be my pick of the day. There's a few strong ones, but this is excellent for the money. So there you go. 13 homes. This might be the best list that I've seen this month in February, and one of the best in the top 5 easily this year for properties. So if you want to see anything in today's list, just give us a call at 905-693-9346, and thank you for watching.